no way, no how, I can't do it. Or you can't do it. Those are the words I keep hearing and seeing in comment sections around YouTube and other places, or just from people that I run across. And I just don't understand it. I'm probably just weird. Sure, I understand being discouraged by not being able to do something I really, really want, but I never let anything stop me from doing whatever it is I want. Matter of fact, if someone tells me I can't do something, I'm like wanting to do it even more. Like, yes, I can. Don't tell me I can't do something. I just want to talk a little bit about that. I was watching, I don't even know which video it was on YouTube, but somebody really wanted to do something they were passionate about. Somebody was saying, well, if the market doesn't call for it, can't be, you just can't do it. Like if the economy's slow, you can't be following your passion and doing what you want because you have to do what's expected of you or what might fit into the economy, or I'm not sure where they were going, but I was commenting and then they were commenting back and pretty much kept just negativity, just boom. I just had to stop. I was like, I'm not going to fight with this person. If they think they can't do something, then I'm not going to try to go change their mind. I don't like to see people just give up because other people are telling them it's not practical. For example, if you're an artist or musician or a dancer, those are the three that come to my mind that you will hear people say, well, it's just not practical for you to be in that field. Go and be an accountant. Nothing wrong with being an accountant. And not everybody has a passion. Not everybody has to draw or write. Like Willow has to write every day, but she also wants to be an archaeologist, but she could put that writing into use. But this is her thing. It's not me saying you have to go to college. She wants to because she just loves to learn. Don't go to college or get a job doing something that you really don't want to do because somebody is telling you that you have to do it, or that it's practical, or you'll get a good job. There's nothing wrong with getting a good job, especially if you need some money to start working on your passion, because let's face it, as much as I hate to say, you do need money in this world to survive. Money does make life better because the way this thing is set up, this whole system. They say money can't buy love, and that sure is true. But it does help with health, for example. If you don't have good insurance, you can't go to see the doctors you want, or maybe you can't buy the organic food or the vitamins you want, or you buy the fish that you want. Like salmon is good for you. It's expensive. So yes, we need to make money, or a back massage, or get some acupuncture, or that all costs money, unless you're real good at bartering and know somebody. So yes, you have to make some money. Everybody can go about this in a different way. Some will go to college and get that job and then follow their passion on the side, making extra money, doing what they love. And others, they want to just start right off with their passion, whatever that may be, and make an income at it. The problem is sometimes it's difficult because you need money to make money. Work that part-time job or the full-time job and then slowly cut back. What happens to a lot of people, you can't lose your focus. You can't lose sight of what you want, because you'll end up like many, many people living a life that you didn't order. You're like, this is not what I ordered. I didn't want this. Because you'll see that you got the job and you're making a nice income, so you're comfortable, and you come home but you're tired, so now the passion is like not so much of a passion anymore. It kind of just goes away, and next thing you know, with a mortgage and car loans and credit card debt, and you're like, what passion? There's no passion here. It's gone. Don't lose sight of that. However you go about doing it. Don't listen to people saying it can't be done. Sure, you might have to tweak that passion a little bit on how you're going to go about it. Maybe you're not going to be this big rock star. Maybe you will be. But I've mentioned this before in other videos, that you can work in a field that you're surrounded by music, if that's your thing, or art galleries, museums, working in that industry, or studying for a degree. Say you do want to get a degree and you're an artist, but as you all know, it's very difficult to become an artist. But what's nice is if you're working in a museum or teaching art, you every day working with that. Or same with the music. If you're a music teacher or you're working with bands, or I don't even know. I don't know enough about the music industry to even begin to tell you what you should study or can study. You got to do research. I have these notebooks that I talk about all the time and how we should all have them. Some of you younger kids like to do your things on those iPads and your phone with notes. That's not my thing. I'm lucky I figure out how to record using my phone or turning it on and off. I'm just trying to keep up with the flow here with this technology. So do whatever and however it works for you. Don't let anybody tell you that it can't be done, because it can be done. It might be done in a way you never thought. It might be, like I said, you might have to tweak exactly what you want to do, where you want to do it. You might have to move to a different country, a different city, a different state. Are you willing to do it? That's the thing. And it's okay if you're not willing to do it and yet you'll settle for whatever else, your second passion, your backup passion. Just ask yourself, if you were to die today and you're laying in your deathbed, can you say that you have no regrets? Or would you say, boy, I sure wish I would have tried that? That's the one thing that a lot of people say is like, either they say, I have no regrets, I'm so happy I did everything. And I ask myself all the time, am I doing what I want to do? And so far so good. There's a lot more that I want to do. I hope I keep on ticking for a while here. One of it was having a family, and I'm so happy that I have my Rick and the kids, but I have a lot more on my list, as you know. If you watched my other videos, you know I got big plans. Now, just because I have big plans, my plans, what I think in my head, doesn't mean it's going to work out exactly, but that's okay. That's the thing about following your passion. Sometimes following it leads you into places you've never thought. It reminds me a little bit of Star Trek. No man has gone before. This beginning of following your path and your journey might lead you to places that you've never thought of. And it's such a surprise, and you're like, my gosh, if I didn't attempt to be a rock star, not that you know that you'll be a rock star, but you're gonna aim for this, but then it leads you to something that you might have decided that you love so much more. You might meet some really incredible people that you would have never met if you didn't go towards your path, towards your goal. It's truly amazing how things just fall into my lap. And it's because I believe, because I'm thinking positive, and I'm doing and going towards goals that I'm really excited about. So just the research excites me. I'm just like, I wake up every day and I'm excited. I might be sitting here on this porch just talking to you, and you might be thinking, well, this girl's not going anywhere. She's sitting on her patio. But I am. I'm going to all kinds of places. I'm learning, and I need to do all this to go where I'm going, and I'm meeting all kinds of people. And as I mentioned in, I think it was yesterday's video, just having this YouTube channel because I wanted to learn how to record, and I wanted to record our kids. And my gosh, it's taken me to places I would never have thought, like meeting all of you, meeting my friend who introduced me to a new business opportunity. I would have never thought to have done that if I didn't have this channel. It has led me to many different things and people and thoughts and ideas, because if you don't do anything and you just do the same every day, nothing new is going to happen. And life's very, very short. You have to take advantage of whatever opportunities that come your way. Make opportunities happen for yourself by just doing something new. If you have no idea what to do, take an art class, even if you're not an artist, because who knows who you're going to meet? Who knows what you're going to learn? Do something. Don't sit in front of that TV day in, day out. I like TV. There's some shows I really like. But my point is, we can't be in front of that TV after working all day at a regular job, coming home, turning the TV on, passing out, and repeat. Like Groundhog's Day, don't do that. Ask yourself, like I said, will you regret this life? Will you regret not doing certain things that you would really, really like to do? At least give it a shot. keep working at it, however you want to do it. If you want to do it part-time on the side, work part-time, work full-time, however you want to do it. This is an individual thing. Everybody's a little bit different. But you have to create your own opportunities as well as take the ones that are in front of you. If you don't keep your mind open to things, you might see an opportunity, but you're like, oh, I'm just too tired. Or, you know, I just don't think I'd be, I don't think I'd be good at it. Because I love brainstorming. If I feel a little stale, you know, things are a little stale, I'm thinking, all right, you know, let's keep. But usually that doesn't happen to me because one thing leads to another. Like this world travel idea that we have, and it's not just an idea, we plan on doing it, but it might lead me to doing something else. But I wouldn't have thought to do something else if I didn't start making these plans and researching. Researching opens all kinds of doors to my mind and gives me all kinds of ideas. It's just truly amazing. I know it sounds a little crazy to do what you love. I know people talk about it all the time, but they don't do it. They let fear stop you. And listen, it's happened to me, especially when I was younger. I filled out applications to join the Peace Corps, but I didn't go. I had the application already to go. I was just too shy, too scared. I was like, oh, what if, what that, and what if, and I just didn't do it. There was a couple of other things I should have done, and I didn't because I was really, really shy, and I was afraid. Now that I'm older, I don't let that stop me. You could put me into a coma, and as long as my brain's going, just hook me up to something and put the internet in front of me, and I'll be researching and making plans. Until you bury me, I'm not stopping. Doesn't matter what people say to me, saying you can't do it or it's a crazy idea. It might be crazy, but at least I know I've tried it, I've researched it, I'm not giving up on moving forward. But you know what? What do I know? I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2 who homeschooled our kids, but I gotta say I'm pretty darn happy. I've always been a very happy person, a positive one. Yes, I get down sometimes, especially when I'm not feeling good. Boy, some days I'm just like, oh boy, this is a bad day. But I tell myself, you know what, that's gonna pass a little bit, maybe not completely, but enough where I can keep moving forward. No matter what situation you are in, and no matter how impossible it might seem, because you're taking care of parents or children or whatever your situation is, you're in a bad marriage, in a bad neighborhood, in a bad school, in a bad whatever. You had a bad past. You know, you grew up in a horrible situation. Horrible things might have happened to you, but that's all past. You're working with what you have in the present. You have your mind that you can explore the future. Don't worry so much about, well, what am I going to do with this situation I'm in now? Just investigate the things that you want, that you would like. If there was nothing stopping you, what is it? Just investigate. See what happens. If nothing happens, you got nothing to lose, right? And it might lead you to something that you never even thought of that you can do in the situation that you are in. And it may have nothing to do with the goal that you were thinking about or what you think you want. Because sometimes we think we want something and it turns out we really don't, and we want something else. You just don't know unless you do something about it. I'll stop there. I can go on and on about this. I hope you're not making any sense at all. Because sometimes I go on and it makes sense to me up here, but am I getting across to you? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do any of you feel this way? Do you find that researching and exploring has led you to places that you never thought you'd go, or do things that you never thought, or did you meet people that you never thought you would meet? Like you're just like, oh my gosh, I met this most amazing person and I'm so grateful for it. Again, I think being positive and trying to look for the good in no matter what bad situation you are, because you could have had the worst past, worst childhood ever, and you are who you are today. And like I said in the other video, if you don't like it, you alone can change this and make yourself who you want to be the best you could be, and never give up whatever it is that you want to do. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, and if you get what I'm talking about, Please share, especially to those who you might think might benefit from keeping an open mind and staying positive in this world, which can be very difficult. And we'll see you next time.